Hello and welcome. Ever stop to think about what the actual operating system is for a government servant's career here in India? Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain on the fundamental rules and supplementary rules, or FRSR. This is the essential rulebook that literally shapes every single step of a career in public service.
So here's our game plan. We're going to tackle 4 big questions. First, what exactly is this rulebook? Then, who has to play by these rules? Who are the ultimate referees when things get tricky? And, probably the most important question of all, why should any of this matter to you?
All right, let's jump right in with the basics. What are we actually talking about when we say fundamental rules?
Okay, so think of the fundamental rules, or FRs, as the main user manual for your entire government career. Seriously, they lay out the whole framework for everything, from your very first day on the job all the way through to your retirement.
And just how detailed is this manual? Well, get this. There are 130 fundamental rules in total. Now, don't worry, we're not going through all of them today, but that number alone gives you a real sense of how comprehensive this thing is and why getting a grip on the basics is so important.
So that brings up a really logical next question, right? We have this huge, detailed rule book, but who exactly does it apply to? Is it for everyone?
The rules are actually super specific on this. On one hand, they apply to most government folks paid from what are called civil estimates, and that even includes civilians working in defense services. But, and this is a big but, they do not apply to personnel who fall under their own separate Army or Marine regulations. Knowing which side of that line you're on is absolutely crucial.
You know, rules are rarely just black and white. There's always some gray area. So this next part is all about the system's built-in flexibility and who gets to be the final referee when there's a tough call to make. Let's just think for a second. What if you have a situation where following a rule exactly as it's written would cause some real unfair hardship? I mean, a situation that's just so unique the rule makers couldn't have predicted it. Is the system just stuck? Or is there some wiggle room?
And here's the answer. This is where the system gets really smart. Fundamental Rule 5A actually gives the government the power to relax the rules in special cases. It's basically a fairness clause, making sure that rigid procedure doesn't win out over common sense when a situation really demands it.
Now, to make sure the government doesn't grind to a halt, a lot of powers can be delegated down to other officers. It just makes things more efficient. But Fundamental Rule 6 draws a very clear line in the sand. The one power that can never be delegated is the power to create brand new rules. That stays at the top. Okay, so if you can delegate powers and even relax the rules, that just leads to one massive question.